Have you ever heard of this lawyer, Marino?
Let's review what we know. Human remains were revealed after a gas explosion in the basement of Charlie's pub.
A place owned by so-called reformed gangster Julian Jerome.
Previously owned by Charlie Delaney, who was running the bar 30 years ago, which is the approximate date of the victim's death and entombment.
Julian Jerome was in Port Charles 30 years ago.
Yeah, but Charlie Delaney was more closely associated to Frank Smith.
In the 80s, Smith controlled all of Western New York, had alliances with downstaters.
Notably Joe Scully.
Who mentored Sonny Corinthos.
Who recently tried to buy the pub. And according to Jerome, when he refused Sonny, he made his business difficult. Possibly leading up to and including causing the explosion?
Sonny's father, an admitted friend of Delaney, was on the premises at the time of the explosion.
Mike Corbin is no angel. His sheet is peppered with arrests dating back to the 60s.
Strictly small-time stuff, non-violent. Passing bad checks, little cons here and there.
Yeah, all related to his weakness for gambling. Maybe he wanted to take out a loan from Scully. Thought he'd get favorable terms from his son's new boss, but when it was time to pay up, Scully didn't want cash.
He wanted Mike to kill Marino?
Yeah, why not? Scully provided the weapon. Mike had a friend, Charlie Delaney, who had a place to stash the body.
Why would Scully use Mike to take out Marino? Scully knew plenty of killers. Leaving it to an amateur like Mike would just increase his own risk. More chances something would go wrong. Scully'd be exposed.
Or Scully wanted someone who he couldn't easily be connected to. With all the times that Mike got hauled in, he never gave up any names. Scully could be sure that he could trust him.
True. But we can make up all the stories we want. Doesn't get us any closer to the truth.
I just have to get inside Mike Corbin's head.
He has Alzheimer's.
You took great pains to remind me of that when we questioned me the other day with Sonny. You know, it's really not a good look when the commissioner undercuts the DA in front of a suspect.
It isn't a good look for public officials to take advantage of an infirm old man.
A man who is connected to what looks like a gangland execution.
The Alzheimer's diagnosis is a matter of record. Any statement we get from him is probably inadmissible. As the DA, you must know that.
Okay, well, if we don't get anything useful out of Corbin, we'll get it from someone else.
Can you guess who that is? Yeah, this is Sonny.
Jordan Ashford, you're on speaker. The DA and I have some questions for you. Can you come down to the station?
Well, you know, it's a little late in the day.
Well, we'd be happy to come to you, but would having us there disturb your father?
I'll be there shortly.
We look forward to seeing you.
Please, sit down.
Am I gonna be here that long?
Depends on what you have to say to us.
We identified the remains found in the basement at Charlie's pub.
Okay, and?
Vincent Marino. Is the name familiar?
I think he used to play shortstop for the New York Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. Do you have any?
You're not personally acquainted with the Vincent Marino?
No. Name means nothing to me.
Well, it means something to me. Vincent Marino was my father.